Sports View London boxing news from the capital city here with London actor Mr. Johnny Harris. How are you, sir?
I'm alright, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. Enjoying your evening so far, John?
I am. I'm really glad to be here. I got in this morning, I flew in this morning and ringside. First time I've travelled for a world title fight, you know, and yeah, I'm chuffed to be here.
Right. And obviously I know Shane. I understand you've been training with him for a future project, John?
Yeah. Shane and Barry have been looking after me with yeah, I can't say loads about the project, but it's about a boxer, it's about an ex-boxer, and so we're filming it in February, I think, next year.
Scripted by yourself, John?
Yeah.
Amazing achievement.
Yeah, and we've got some really good people attached, but I can't say their names, you know, the usual old stuff, but it's great. So Shane and Barry, I've been down their gym, and it's been really nice, and got to know Carl, obviously, and Conrad, and all of the guys down there, you know, they're a real tight-knit sort of bunch, you know, a lovely, very strong family, you know, and so it's really lovely. It means a lot to be here and be part of it. And I'm nervous. I've not had that in a long while at a boxing fight where I've got butterflies and feel for the people who are in there, you know.
Johnny, do you miss your amateur days? Because the recent documentary you were featured in, Lodge Boys.
Yeah. Ed Robinson's documentary.
It's good. The parts we saw. You look like you had the fire in the belly there, John, watching that.
Did you? Is that right?
Yeah, I must say. Yeah.
I was probably nervous. I don't know, maybe it was miscommunicated. I mean, I'll tell you why I don't miss it, is because I'm not naive as to what goes into boxing, you know? Especially being in the gym with Shane and Carl and Conrad and Anthony and people like that, you know, I'm seeing it again at the moment, you know, I'm reminded of what goes into it. And when you're not around it for a little while, you know, it's kind of easy. You can, you know, you're in your bathroom brushing your teeth and you shape up in front of the mirror and you think you've still got it. You haven't. Trust me. I'm realising that now. And you know, and it's only once you're in the gym with these guys day in, day out, you know, where you really realise. And I think even for people at home sometimes, they watch two fighters who are hopefully kind of well matched against each other. So, you know, you kind of cancel each other out and it looks kind of a lot easier than it is. And it's the hardest sport in the world.
Most definitely. You don't play boxing, John, do you?
No,
you know?
No, exactly. Yeah. And it's humbling. It's humbling to be around these guys and all of that. So I'm very, very happy to be an observer, and I'm a respectful observer. I'm normally a neutral, to be honest. I love going to boxing as a neutral. Yeah. I always have a lot of respect for the challenges and stuff, but to be honest, tonight it's all about, you know, the McGuigan boys and Carl. You know, I just really want to see him become world champion. No one deserves it more, and he's an absolute gentleman as well as a phenomenal fighter. You know?
Yeah, Johnny, you, as we spoke about earlier, you've been training alongside Carl. How much of a talent do you think he is?
It's funny when you do interviews, you know, you never want to look sycophantic and saying it just because you're on camera, you know. The guy's boxing speaks for itself, you know, he's the real deal. He's kind of like a throwback for me, you know, when you watch him, he's got where he is, not because he's been fed bums or anything like that, you know, he's just a solid, pure talent, you know, and to be in a gym with him, you get the butterflies when you're in the gym with him. Do you know what I mean? When you know he's about to start the pads or sparring. I've been lucky enough to see him spar with some, you know, top world-class people as well, and you just feel it in the gym. You know something special's happening. You're watching something special, and it adds to it that he is a gentleman as well. You know, it's
most definitely one of the nicest men in boxing I've ever met.
Yeah, truly is. You know, and that's not for the cameras. You know, he's like that full time. You know, funny as well, very funny man.
Yeah.
You know,
quick-witted.
It's a funny gym to be in. You know, very serious place, and I've not been in a gym quite like it. You know, there's an intensity there, but those guys, they're kind of ruthless with their humour as well. You know, and,
most definitely. Well placed.
Oh yeah, you know, you sort of you don't get let off lightly down there.
No. Yeah. And obviously Shane's been training you at 25 years of age, Johnny. I know on a personal level, I've not seen knowledge like that.
No.
A trainer.
No, he's. It's funny, isn't it? Because you always talk about the fighters at these events and stuff. But you know, I'm glad you said that, because I think you know, again, a very lovely man, but talking purely about his skill and stuff, you know, as a tactician, you know, like I love talking to him, you know, like, and you know, often if you're discussing a fight and you talk to 5 different sort of people, you're probably going to get 5 of the same sort of, you know, whereas Shane, he comes out with these things where you just left the field and you're like, wow, and then you see him kind of put it into place. You see, last time I saw a Carl fight, you know, and I saw it all at play, you know, the tactics that I was hearing Shane talk about all the way through, and you're just like, wow, you know, and yeah, in One So Young, you know, yeah, it's kind of phenomenal, really, and pads as well. He's best pads wearing I've ever worked with. You know?
Unbelievable.
I say that with, you know,
speed, timing, absolutely everything on both sides is absolutely incredible,
yeah,
isn't it?
When
you watch that,
it's great when you watch it. When you see him and Conrad as well. I was watching him and Conrad the other day. It was really impressive stuff, you know. But you know, yeah, and when you see him and Carl go at it, it's something a bit old. I'd buy a ticket to watch that.
Definitely,
you know,
most
I feel very
definitely,
lucky when I'm in the gym. I sit quietly and watch him. Very, very lucky, you know. But I'd pay good money to watch those pad sessions.
Yeah, and John, how do you think tonight's going to go?
You know, like I'll be honest, Si, like, it's the first time in a long while anyone's ever asked me to predict a fight, and I'm not really good at it in the sense that I don't like. I like to think I'm not a superstitious man, you know, but I'm just willing him. I've never met anyone that I wanted to be world champion more, you know, where you just think it's right, you know.
Definitely.
And with that, I'm going to
leave it at that.
Yeah, you know,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
I love the guy, and the same with Conrad. I saw Conrad's first pro fight, and I'm loving it. I'm loving being here. All I'll say is if Kiko Martinez can, or if anyone on the planet can beat Carl Frampton, then they deserve all the credit they can get.
Most definitely.
Because to beat him, I just can't see it. The guy's phenomenal.
And finally, Johnny, just tell us a bit about your new film coming out.
Yeah, we've got a new film. It's coming out on November the 28th. I think it's in cinemas. It's going to have its world premiere before that, October the 9th at the London Film Festival. It's called Monsters: Dark Continent.
Right.
It's a follow-up to the Gareth Edwards film, Monsters.
Right.
It's. I think it's good. You know, like I can't. You shouldn't say that about your own work, but it's one of the best experiences I've ever had on a film set, you know, and it's my first lead role in a movie, and so I'm excited for it, you know. I want the world to see it now, you know. We filmed it over a year ago. Right. There's CGI effects and stuff, and it's taken time to get it ready and get it right, but it's ready now, and I saw it the other week, and I kind of want the world to see it now, so yeah, be exciting. Come on.
Most definitely, yeah. John, most definitely. As a fellow Londoner, John, we're very, very proud to be interviewing you. Role that stands out in our minds, This Is England. Absolutely incredible performance.
Yeah,
and
thanks,
one I'm sure you receive a lot of accolades for.
It's not lost on me, you know. It's not. It's not lost on me. I really appreciate it. I do. You know. Yeah.
Johnny, thank you for your time, mate.
Thanks,
and I wish you all the best.
Good to see you. Nice one, mate.